Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I have this adorable box to share with you today. It's pretty easy to put together, which I love, and there's a place where you can put a little tag or a little note in here, and then you can tie it closed, or you can have like a straw going across. I don't have any straws and we're having a blizzard, so that's why I tied mine. But I'm going to show you another version of this. To make this box, I used an 8.5 by 11 piece of printed paper. And for the next box, I'm going to do 9 by 12. And we'll see that we get a little bit different dimensions. So I'm starting with some of this beautiful butterfly paper that is in the Celebration catalog, and this is kind of an origami thing. It's not totally origami because we do cut it. I think that actually precludes it from being like legit origami, but we're going to fold it in half the long way, open it up, and then we're going to fold the two sides to the inside. And when you're doing this, the paper or the design I want on the outside of my box is this design. And then the design that's going to be on the inside of my box is going to be to the inside of this. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. It helps to have a bone folder to do this, I think. Okay, so then we'll open that back up, and then we're going to fold these flaps from the point to the fold line. And of course, the more perfectly you can do this, the better, of course. That is always the case whenever you're making a box. The more accurate your folding is, the better the box will look. That's partly why I don't like boxes that much. I actually was invited to be in this blog hop, and I only accept it. I don't like boxes. I only accepted because I know you guys do. So I wanted to be able to showcase some things, and that way it kind of pushed my boundaries as a stamper a little bit. So that was my reasoning doing this blog hop. Isn't that kind of funny? And I'm going to actually adjust this one ever so slightly. But your bone folder is kind of your best friend in this case. Okay, so we've got that. Now what we're going to do is from point to point, we're going to fold, across. So like that. This is forming the bottom of our box. And, oh, I did not do that very straight. So let me get this in. So now this is sort of forming our box. Okay, next what we're going to do is open all of this up, and then this piece right here on either side is going to form the side of our box. Okay, so we're going to actually cut here. So we'll cut from the score line up, or cut on the score line up to that score line, okay? And again, the more accurate you can do this, the better. Though if you're not 100% perfect, it's not the end of the world, but it just gives you a little crisper, neater box, is all. Okay, so now what we're going to do is start to kind of assemble. Well, actually, one more thing. On here, we're going to take this and fold it up to the score line. Sorry, one more fold. So we open that up, and then we're folding it to the score line. And you can see the reason I didn't use my butterfly paper is because there's one direction. And so when you make a box that's like this, then butterflies would be upside down on one side and right side up on the other side. Okay, now we're going to open this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to put sticky strip all the way around here and all the way around here. Okay, and what did I do with my sticky strip? I just had it. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of omit just a section of it. This, when you make this point to fit in here, it will give your box a little bit more perfection, I suppose, rather than just going straight across, because otherwise you have a lot of bulk in this little point right here. Now that's pretty nitpicky. If you were lazy like I am, you could just do it normally, but that's just a little tip for you. And likewise here, we want to kind of create that diagonal point. Okay, just to alleviate a little bit of the bulk. And again, that's being a little bit nitpicky. You don't have to be quite so nitpicky yourself. But I think, or actually I'm going to start it like this. I think you'll like the results though if you do those little details. Okay, so there's one side, I'll do the other side. Now what we're going to do is, let's see, I'm going to flip this over, and on this little area right here, we're going to put adhesive. Okay, just in these little spots right here, same thing. Okay, and again, omitting the extra bulk where you can. On those little corners.
So you can see that's where it's going on when you have the whole piece open.
Okay, now on here you definitely want to just do the edges, because this is going to form the opening where you can put a little tag or something in, so you don't want it to be too far in. Okay, so now it's time to put everything together. So first of all, I'm going to open this back up, and we're going to take off these little strips here and go around. And fold. And you can see this point folds so nice and tight when you don't have too much excess adhesive in there, which is nice. I'm not sure if, you know, I kind of like, normally for boxes I often use my liquid glue, but I don't know if you'd want that on here, and here's why. This tape kind of adds a little layer of strength and stability to the box itself. So if you didn't have that on there, if you used glue instead, it, you know, it kind of is actually kind of a structural component to the box almost, whereas glue wouldn't do that. Okay, so now we've got this piece. Okay, so to form our box, we're going to lift the two sides, lift the flap, and then these will get glued on either side. And then you've got this spot to put a little note card. Okay, so we'll do that. Now it helps if you kind of fold that over just so you can get it nice and tight in there. And you can see again, having your adhesive on there with those kind of mitered corners or whatever you call that, it's really helpful. Okay, so there's one side. I love this. And like I said, I'm not a box person, I'm a card maker, but sometimes it's nice to be able to make boxes like this. Of course, with Valentine's Day coming up, this is the perfect thing to do for Valentine's Day. Okay, now I'm going to burnish this with my fingers on the inside, and there is our box. And of course, we can slip something in that little pouch. Okay, we'll do the same thing over here. Like I said, we'll fold that over, fold this over, just to get a, there we go. Okay. Look at that, it's so cool. Now, be sure to check out my blog because I'll have photos of these boxes as well as how I completely decorated this box up. And then we'll see if I can't even get one with a straw through the top, and then that would create a handle. So imagine there's a straw going through here. That'd be kind of cool. So anyway, that's how you create this box. It's really sturdy. Now it's fun that you can see the pattern on the inside, but if you didn't like that pattern or maybe it didn't work right for the box, you could just cut a piece of cardstock to lay in there as a U. And that would be pretty easy to do. Okay. And then of course you can cut a piece of cardstock to fit in here. Let's see. Got a scrap right here. It's just, I'd have to trim it down a little bit, but it fits right in there like that. But it's such a fun box. So make sure you check out my blog for all of the details, and you can see more photos of these. And if you need to purchase any of the items to make these boxes, oh, I would be so excited if you ordered through my online store. Also, I have a great VIP rewards program that I would love to have you be a part of. So thank you guys so much for stamping with me today. And again, check out my blog. Link is right here in the description of this video. Have an awesome day. We'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, guys, I decided to add to my video and show you how I decorated my my box. So first of all, I created a little note to put in there, and I used the Butterfly Gala stamp set, which is like the best in the occasions catalog, by the way. And so this little tag, or like insert, I guess, is 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, and then that just fits in the side of our little box like that. And then I put a little butterfly, it's on both sides, as a pull to pull it out of the box. Okay, so there's something to kind of grab onto, which is nice. And this can go in a little ways, or you can have it stick out. It's kind of up to you. So there it is. Then on the side, I'm going to add some butterflies. So let me show you how I did that. My little chocolates are coming out. And actually, you know, I wish I had a straw. I don't right now have a straw to put across here. Like I said, but I think putting ribbon might actually hold your treat in the box a little better. So I went ahead and stamped a butterfly, and then I'm going to use some Stampin' Blends. Now to put some color up here, I did a little lavender lace, or oh my gosh, it's not lavender lace, it's Highland Heather. That's an old color. Okay, so I stamped it off, and then I stamped that color on here. Okay, then I'm going to take my Highland Heather blends and just put a little color in here to just add a little bit of interest to this, and then I'll blend it out. I'm just doing it on these 3 little sections here, and I blend that color out. Okay, so that looks good. Then for the larger one, I'm going to start with Highland Heather. Highland Heather. Oh, now I'm doubting myself for my color names. Kind of in the center of this section. And you can color these however you want, but I just kind of did a few sections in Highland Heather, and then I'll blend them out, and then a few sections in Balmy Blue and blend them out, and then the rest in Pineapple Punch. Now the cool thing is Balmy Blue is a new color in the Occasions catalog, and all of these colors coordinate with this beautiful butterfly printed paper. That paper is free with a $50 purchase, of course, during our yearly celebration event, which is started this month and continues till the end of March. So I love this time of year. It's my fave. Okay, I'm going to start with my darker. Okay, so I'm going to do this section here, this section up here, and this down here. Okay, so I've got those blended out, and then the rest of those sections I'm going to do with my Pineapple Punch, so that's easy. I'm just going to go over all these little spots with the darker shade, because that just is quick and easy. And this little section right there I'll do just in the darker. There's not enough room to really do, I mean, you could do a little bit of blending, but there's just such a small section. So here, and here, we'll add that dark and then blend everything else out with our light Pineapple Punch. And these are just such bright, happy spring colors. Even though it's the dead of winter and it actually blizzarded here last night. That is my official term. I'm sticking to it. So, okay, so now those are all colored beautifully. I'm going to take my butterfly punch. Yay! This is like the best thing ever. And I'll just line those 2 up, punch them out. And then one last little step that we can do is the bodies of our butterflies can be added after you punch, so you get the positioning correct. So I'll just add those little bodies to the center of my 2 butterflies, and then we're going to add them to our box, of course, the little glue dot. And they're such a fun little addition to this box that makes it so cute. Okay, are you ready for the big reveal here? Dun, 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 dun. So cute. Oh my gosh, look at how adorable that is. So it's just a really sweet box. And like I said, I think if you want to make it fit a straw, you certainly can do that. But like I said, I don't have any straws right now, and because we got a blizzard, I can't run to the store quick to get one. But what I can do is take my 1/8 inch punch, punch a hole through that little area, and then take some of my coordinated ribbon. This is also a celebration choice. this ribbon coordinates with this paper. It also coordinates with the gingham paper in the occasions catalog, and then I can just tie a ribbon on here. So I didn't intend my video to be quite this long, but then I decided I really wanted to show you how I decorated this because it turned out so cute. So there you go. Like I said, all these photos will be on my blog, as well as some diagrams for the scoring and tear and tape for the printed paper. So there you go. I hope you loved these projects as much as I did, guys. Thanks again, and don't forget to shop my online store.